Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Z6iii photo print episode for this month. In this series, I show off some of my prints, talk about what they were shot with, what was going through my head, why I shot it, in an effort to stress the importance of printing. So this is a print that I took with the Nikon D610 and the Tamron 15 to 30mm f2.8 G2. That's the G2 series. I originally called this print City Real Estate. I was just out shooting with some friends that are not photographers, and we were just walking around Wichita, and this was right whenever the world first shut down due to COVID-19. And we were just kind of doing our thing, walking around. There was nobody out, and didn't have anything to really get in the way of any of my shots, and just walking down some alleys and came across this particular bench with a bag and a book. And, you know, in here there's looks like there's a phone cord of some sort. But in my mind, this was basically where somebody had been sleeping. They probably just stepped off for a minute and were probably going to come back. I didn't spend too much time here. The last thing I would have wanted is for somebody to, think that I was, maybe making fun of their particular situation. But it was clear to me that somebody had been staying here. That's where the name City Real Estate came from. And really, it just kind of made me sad that, this is the country that I live in, and this kind of thing, it is common, of course, but it shouldn't happen, but it does. But for me, it was important to take this picture just to show, that this is a particular life that people are living. So that's kind of the explanation of this particular print. But what did we print it on? Well, I've printed this several ways. I've printed this on Red River's just standard luster paper, which is fantastic. Luster, of course, is a middle ground between matte and gloss. I'm not a huge fan of high gloss, but this particular one that's in my hand is actually from a series of prints that I've been working on for a very, very long time. They're black and white only, and they're being printed on Polar Luster Metallic, which is a paper that Red River also offers. If you can't tell, I'm a big fan of Red River papers for my own printing. In this series, only the best black and whites for this particular paper, because not everything is going to look good on metallic paper. But the ones that do are going into this particular series, and there's going to be a total of 10 in this particular project. And I'm probably not even halfway there, and I've been working on it for a very, very long time. I'm going into this particular series with a high level of scrutiny, and I only want my favorite, most impactful, most meaningful, and also just appropriate for the paper as far as how the edit is. You can kind of see in the distance that metallic sheen a little bit. Now, if you don't have a printer yet and you're considering getting one, there's a link in the description. Doesn't cost you any extra, it just helps out the channel. But if you're not quite ready to commit to buying a printer yet, you still don't know really if printing is for you, I promise it is. But nonetheless, don't buy a printer until you learn how wonderful it is to actually have prints. And that is the other link in the description for Printique. Printique is the service that I was using before I just dove in and bought my own printer. It's a good service. They use good paper, good inks, and there's a ton of options for sizes and papers. I'm Z6iii, the Z6iii and Z6iii Photo, and this was City Real Estate.